Hey guys, what is up? It is SgamingR here with the 7th part of my Let's Play Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Last episode we killed some Bullfango and did a lot of gathering, and this episode is, more or less the same. Instead of killing Bullfango this time, we kill Kelbi, which are like these deer-like creatures, which are very, very different from Bambi, if that's what you were thinking, because that's what I was thinking. And no, these guys are violent. I mean, it gives us more of a reason to kill them and collect their horns, which is the mission. And unfortunately, this quest takes up the whole video. That's why it's longer than normal, 17 minutes and, almost 18 minutes long. Got some pouring farm stuff here, nothing going on. I'll just talk to you about these guys, what we're going to be doing. So I really want to get to a big monster. Now, we haven't fought a big monster yet. I'm guessing next video or the video after we finally fight. I have to check on that. 1 second. No, I think the 9th mission, or sorry, the 9th Let's Play, want to get to number 9, we'll be able to fight Aoshira, the blue bear. Because the following 2 missions are all gathering. I finally managed to get all the malachite ores next episode. So if you're watching this, I already have the 9th video uploaded. You can skip to that, we get to an interesting video. Instead of the normal gathering and normal quests I'm doing, but if you love my voice, then stay, because this is all me. Alright. So let's get into this. That item there, you saw that enhanced sphere. I'll talk about that, because that just gives me some leverage on something. Armor and weapons. Now these spheres can be used to upgrade your weapons, upgrade your armor defense, because armor normally cannot be upgraded. Armor, once you buy it, that's what it is, and that's what it was like in Monster Hunter Freedom 1, and then I believe they introduced it in Monster Hunter Freedom 2, either that or, I can't remember too well, or Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. It was either one of them. And slaying duckies like a boss, but yeah. You can upgrade your armor, like every time you use one of those spheres, it increases the defense by 1 or 2 or something along the lines of that. You get better spheres as you go along. It's a product of mining, actually. So you get a lot of them from the farm. You can get them by trading in those Poke Points you get, and you can also get them from quests from mining. So I believe here we start. Here I'm gonna go start the quest, prescription pickup, I believe it's called. And these kind of quests where you have to collect certain items from monsters, from small monsters, get really frustrating, because collecting items from them, Capcom always has decided to make it not random. You actually have to kill a certain designated number of Kelbis, which is the monster we're going to be killing this mission. You have to kill a designated number of them, and that's the only way you'll get all 3 horns. You can't just kill 3 of them and get lucky and get all 3 horns. Now, this kind of pisses me off, because it makes you end up having to kill more than 10 of them, and I mean, I don't want to be killing, I don't want to be known as that deer killer, It's like just taking out poor Bambis all day long, but still, that's what you have to do. It was the same thing, as we'll see later on in a mission, which is actually either a 2-star or a 3-star mission. You have to kill these like sand devil creatures. I don't really know. I forgot what they're called. But they're like really, God, so annoying, because normally you would have just been able to carve 3 of them and get 3 items you need, or the 5 items you need, or whatever. But you have to kill like over 20 of them just to get 3 items, just because that's how Capcom made the game. Pretty frustrating. There's nothing you can do about it. I actually get a fast loading time here. Pretty surprising, because for this game, for the one I've downloaded here, this CSO, normally it was pretty slow, so getting a fast speed is pretty awesome. Gonna go ahead and collect all these items. I'm gonna even take most of the ammunition as well, because you never know when you're gonna need that. Now, there's always certain monsters that even I, being the longsword expert I am, not trying to be modest or anything, but I consider myself a boss with a longsword. Even that, there are some monsters I can just not use the longsword with, and I like to resort to either the bow, which we use the coatings for, because coatings work like putting something on the arrow to make it stronger. This is a Kelbi, the thing I'm hitting right here. So just a poor, cute little deer, and they're making me get 3 horns, but I have to get this quest anyway out of the way. Because I have OCD, I need to finish all the quests. So yeah, I get a Kelbi horn there. So I'm guessing the first one, they always give you a Kelbi horn. Or maybe like the first 2 or something. One thing to note about these guys is that they do stand up. Sometimes you don't kill them all the way through and you think they're dead. Try to carve them, they stand up and they hit you. But yeah, anyway. There's a turtle. That same turtle there, you can't kill it. Anyway, back to coatings with bows. Now, coatings work like a power enhancer. So there's certain types of coatings. Power coatings are my favorite. Now, pretty much you apply the power coating, it makes each bow shot stronger. Maybe I'll get some bow gameplay for you. I don't want to use the longsword the entire time. You guys will probably get bored. I'll try to switch up between longsword, hammer, and bowgun mostly. But, you know, while I'm progressing through Monster Hunter, like a new Monster Hunter game whenever I get one, while I'm progressing, I tend to always use the longsword. And then after I get really good, you know, have like pretty much all the weapons and whatnot, after I put a lot of time into it, then I like to switch up and use the hammer, bow a lot, bowgun, try out the lance. Lance can get really fun, but it takes a lot of skill to be good with it. And yeah, so back to the other power coatings. So power coatings increase the power of the bow, and poison coatings add poison. Now poison is an interesting thing in Monster Hunter, how it works. So once you poison a monster with, say, like you have some poison on your weapon, you hit it a couple times, then you start seeing these little purple bubbles come out of your head. Not come out of your head, come out of the monster's head, which means it is poisoned. Now the poison saps a certain amount of damage from their, it takes a certain amount of life away from them, and then goes away after a minute or so, and then you can poison them again, which keeps on dealing that certain amount of damage, and then it keeps on adding up. So poison in this game is, it's good. Unfortunately, you can only carry a limited amount of coatings, you know, like a poison coating, so you probably will only be able to poison the monster once or twice, because it's not like every single time you hit them, they'll get poisoned. It takes a little bit. Okay, another coating is the Paralyze coating. Now, Paralyzation is awesome in Monster Hunter, one of my favorite weapon attributes, because, you know, it does exactly what its name suggests. It paralyzes the monster. It freezes them, they cannot attack you. They look like they're, you know, having a seizure or something. And you just get free hits on them. So, as you can see, I'm always doing some gathering right here. Gathering is awesome in Monster Hunter. And yeah, so Paralyzation now can come in all types of forms. It can be an attribute on a weapon, so there could be like a longsword with Paralyzation. I'm not sure if there is one in this game. I'm not entirely sure, because I know they did take out the monster that was in MHP3RD, but it's not in this game, which you would get the Paralysis, you know, weapon from. So I don't think there's a Paralysis longsword, but there might be other Paralysis weapons, I'm sure. There's Paralysis coatings, of course, for the bow, so you'd only be able to paralyze the monster once or twice because you can only carry a limited number of coatings. But there's definitely like a Paralysis sword and shield, or maybe dual swords, I'm sure. Dual swords, going back to that, there weren't any in MHP3RD. I really wanted to, you know, dual swords are one of my favorite weapons. I forgot to include it, but yeah, I'll definitely get some dual sword gameplay for you guys as well. Of course, once I get past the stage, the stage here. So when am I going to end this Let's Play? I thought about it, and, you know, Monster Hunter is a long game. Of course, a lot of the things at first will just be farm. Eventually, we'll just get going from quest to quest. Literally, how it works when you get to an advanced level is you go on a quest, and then you buff yourself, or eat food, as I like to say. You know, or what is it? You go into the spa, that's what it is, and then you can have one of the drinks. Those drinks that you know, go on quests for to unlock, the drink and spa quests. And, yeah, then you go on another quest. That's how pretty much it goes. Quest, food, quest, quest, food, quest. Or more like just quest, food, quest, food, quest, food. So, yeah, hopefully I'll get to that stage soon. But when am I going to actually end this Let's Play? I'm thinking, so there's always like a final end boss monster. Not the monster that's on the cover art of the box, but there's always like a hidden, you know, monster, really large, really powerful, etc., etc. I think I'm gonna get to that. I'll beat it. It'll be really hard because I'm gonna be soloing it, and also I have to solo all of the online guild. And I want you guys. I mean, that is really hard to do. Soloing online is impressive. It takes a lot of work and time as well, dedication. So hopefully I can get that to you. You know, if I actually finish this, if I get all the way to the end boss game monster and finish this let's play, I will be proud of myself. This let's play and Skyrim let's play. I think for Skyrim, all I want to do is like upload 200 videos. Now that's easier said than done, but I already have like 100 saved onto my hard drive, and like what 27 uploaded. So yeah. Thankfully, I just got a new PC. Now this thing is insanely powerful. I got there's no point in telling you the parts because we're trying to talk about Monster Hunter here, but it really shortens my upload times. Unfortunately, what I have to do is kind of take the video from my Mac over to there because the way everything's positioned, I can't get the footage directly from my PSP to my PC. I have to go first from that to my TV, then record onto my Mac, and then I'll just use like a USB flash drive. But really, honestly, when I'm doing these commentaries and cutting off, and doing the video editing, it cuts off a lot of time when I'm exporting. So thank God for that. I'm sorry for the really droll. I mean, this quest is insanely boring. There's really nothing to it. I have not been watching the screen. I have no idea how many horns I have, but there are tons of Kelbi. I think I managed to get all 3 here, but I probably do go on some mining because, just to remind you guys, I really need to get those 5 malachite ores, or machalite ores, to upgrade my weapon. Because I really wanted to get the certain iron, like a Yukumo Blade Plus or something along the lines of that, so that I can fight Aoshira, the blue bear monster. Okay, so this Kelbi is like a bitch right here. You can see this thing. Oh my god! You see it hops around diagonally and then it charges, and it's so small. Like sometimes you just miss it unless you do that long arc swing. With that arc swing, you can't really miss. But when you're going in for the vertical slice, it causes a little bit some problems. I should have sharpened my weapon here. As you can see, it's really dull. And still, you see what they do to me. They cause me stress. These things. See, I barely got it there. I know it's gonna stand up here, so I have to instantly. I think I rolled out of the way because I saw one of my companions was holding a bomb, and those bombs will hit you, and they send you flying. I forgot if they do damage to you. I don't think so. Maybe they do a little bit, but probably not because your comrade should not be able to do damage to you. You can do damage to yourself by putting a bomb down and then kicking it or something. You can hit and you can do a lot of damage to yourself. But a comrade, I'm pretty sure they can. Anyway, I'm getting frustrated here because as you can see, all I'm getting is like raw meats and livers and whatnot. And I don't need any of that crap. I just need a horn. A horn would be so useful. I just can't get it. But that's what Capcom does. They troll you. But it still makes you love the game. I mean, you can't hate Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is still an awesome game. I'm never gonna say anything bad about this game. Now, I really do love this game. It has some machalite ore finally. But yeah, I really do love this game because I have been playing it for what the hell did I just say? For 6 years. I mean, I was definitely 9. I think maybe I was 8 or 9 when I first picked up Monster Hunter Freedom, the original for the PSP, which is the Japanese port to America. Because for the Japanese, it was on the PS2, the first game, and it was just called Monster Hunter. And they ported that over to America, except it was on the PSP, and it was called Monster Hunter Freedom. And then same thing in Japan. Then they had Monster Hunter 2, and that was imported as Monster Hunter Freedom 2. And then finally they had Monster Hunter. Then I think they stopped the PS2 right there, and then they had Monster Hunter Portable Whoops, Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. Yeah. The Portable G. Sorry, my bad. And Portable G was ported here as Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. And then, well, it goes pretty much straight on from there. They had Monster Hunter Tri. I believe the name was the same. And then that got turned into, well, yeah, the same. I'm sorry, I'm just not concentrating right now. I'm watching the screen, just watching how annoying these stupid Kelbis are. You see those ants with the big butts right there in the back? Now, these are actually really good to kill. Because unfortunately I missed it there because I was, I couldn't go any closer there. I was affected by the invisible barrier, but those ants actually, if you kill them and when their backside is all blue and puffy, when you kill them and you can collect a certain item from that, it's actually very useful. Not useful for yourself, but it gives you a lot of Poke Points. Anyway, I believe I've collected all the horns. That's should be the only reason why I'm running back, and I've collected a lot of items as well. I did a lot of gathering. If I'm not mistaken, I got 1 or 2 malachite ores, which is really good. Next episode, I get all of them. So all 5 I need to upgrade my weapon. I upgraded too, and on the 9th episode, we get to do something fun. We get to fight a big, angry bear. So nice. I got a lot of Yukimo points right there. 680. That's quite good. 20 seconds. Instead of doing my, like I always like to, in those 20 seconds or a minute you have after the quest, I always like to do some gathering or kill some monsters, but I was like, screw it this time, I deserve a break. Not that I'm really doing anything that's break worthy, I'm kind of just hitting shit with my sword, or trying to anyway, but that's alright. There's always room for activity. Anyway guys, that is all I have for you this commentary on this video. If you liked the video, please give it a like, and be sure to check out Let's Play Monster Hunter Portable 3rd number 8 once I upload it.